Hello friends, my name is Kamran and welcome to God in a Simple Way.
The word that came to me was Christian consumers. You talk to some people about Jesus and our spirituality, they really want to hear. They consume everything we say. But let me make it so simple and so short. But there is a danger for the rest of their lives on earth. They will stay as Christian consumers. They never become the producers. They never multiply and they never are fruitful. Mostly consumers. And Jesus said, go make the disciples, not make consumers. How does making consumers look like? We go evangelize through TV, through satellite, through so many outlets. And our heart and our goal is to get numbers and to see how many people give their heart to Jesus, meaning how many consumers I have created that they're consuming my message. They sign up for my newsletter, they're consuming my podcast, they're consuming my books. I'm walking up the hill and I'm reading heavy. And we see it as a ministers in the West and United States, we see that as a good point. People are buying my books, listening to my CD, listening to my podcast, sending money for us. Then we could go to mission, in our case to Iran, evangelize, tell them about Jesus. Again, have another millions of consumers in that country. We end up having so many consumers, like that 5,000 that followed Jesus. It's not bad. Jesus had heart for them. They were consumers. Heal me, deliver me. Then Jesus had the 72 and the 12. The 12, they were disciples. They were not only consumers, they were disciples. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this to have 2 points. One, if you're only a consumer and you only want Jesus to heal you, deliver you, you go to church to get things from pastors, the Lord is calling you to come up higher and become a disciple, meaning you start to be fruitful and you will multiply. How do you become fruitful? The Lord wants to talk to you. The Lord wants to impart things to you the way He imparted to the disciples. There are things He told the crowd that only disciples could understand. The crowd couldn't understand. And the Lord is calling us higher. And if you're already a minister and you're in a business of making consumers, not making disciples, the Lord, which I am one of them, the Lord is inviting us to have a heart to make disciples, not consumers. And do not look at the number. Even if you have 12 true disciples, is better than having 1 million consumers, because that 12 could truly transform the world. I'm not saying consumers are bad or they go to hell. No, they will not. Even a thief went to heaven with Jesus. And I'm talking about our heart need to be right. And we need to be smart also to make consumers is easy, but it's not really fruitful. To make disciples are fruitful. Again, meaning the disciples, they just don't go and make other consumers. The disciples make disciples, meaning, again, my definition of disciples, those who know Jesus, those who look like Jesus, those who kind of act like Jesus, those who smell like Jesus, but they are far from being perfect. But their life is Jesus Christ. They can hear the voice of God. They can feel his pain. They can feel his joy. They're close to him, like those disciples were so close to him. They're not consumers anymore. They're the disciples. Then the last question is, do I want to be in a business of making consumers that they could consume more Christian material, or you're going to make disciples who could produce and be fruitful and truly multiply? I would pick the disciples, not consumers. And I know I was walking and there is so much noise, but the message is important. That's all.